What is up, guys? It is Jed Wrestling here, back again with another video. Today we have the Elite 117 Seth Rollins action figure based off of WrestleMania 40 Night 2 last year when he defended and lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Drew McIntyre. We're going to take a look at this figure right now, starting off with his accessories. I feel like a lot of Elite figures these days really don't come packaged with many accessories, especially when you look at the stuff like the stuff we used to get, and then here you're just seeing three sets of interchangeable hands. I find that kind of weird. I feel like you could make the argument that you could have come with the World Heavyweight Championship, but I do have one here with the Seth Rollins side plates even, so I'll be sure to pose him with the World Heavyweight Championship when we eventually look at the figure. But he does have good interchangeable hands, no doubt. He has the pointing interchangeable hands as well as the Randy Orton style pose hands, which are definitely the most versatile out of these hands. You can throw them to the side, you can do the orchestrating thing. And the third set of interchangeable hands is the microphone holding hands, which I do have currently on the figure. Speaking of the figure, let's jump into the Seth Rollins Elite 117 right now. Here is Seth freaking Rollins, starting off with this head sculpt. We have seen this head sculpt a couple of times with the Seth Rollins figures, mostly with the Ultimate Edition and the Elite 112 and some other ones. I do think it's time for a change in Seth Rollins head sculpts because we've been seeing repeats of the Ultimate Edition head sculpts for a very long time. But there's no doubt it's a good resemblance of Seth Rollins. I like the facial expression on display here with the open mouth, and you can see his blonde highlights and his hair going down that are his hair is otherwise black, but you can see the blonde highlights in the front as well as the back, which I think is really cool. You can see his beard, his mouth. I like this head sculpt personally. He does have the classic Seth Rollins torso with the black chest hair and round to the back. Yes, he does have the back tattoo. I wasn't too sure about this because they have a tendency of not including the back tattoo on Seth Rollins figures, but I'm glad he has it here. And he also has athletic tape on his back because this was around the time where he like his back was injured. Everybody was targeting his back and everything. So he does have the athletic tape on his back. Really cool. And moving down to this attire, it's fully white. It's freaking awesome. He's got the really unique belt at the top of the crotch piece with some blue stitching on the front. If you can see that, really, really cool. And then moving down to the legs, the purple flames are absolutely awesome. And this part up top, I thought this might have been a factory error originally, but I looked at some other Seth Rollins Elite 117s, so it's not a factory error, luckily. These are just perfect looking, perfect decals, perfectly printed. This purple looks absolutely awesome. We don't see much purple on WWE figures, so it's really cool to see the purple flames on the Seth round to the back. You can see the silver and the gold line going down. Man, this is so sick. This isn't like your traditional Seth Rollins attire because normally he has like the tights, but here you can see like the loose fitting pants. They're like loose at the bottom. Really, really nice change of pace because I don't actually have an Elite Seth Rollins that doesn't have pants. I mean, that doesn't have tights. So this is really, really awesome. Man, I love this attire. He does have the slight hint of ankle at the bottom, which I think is a really, really cool detail. And he does have the New Age white shoes. As for the articulation, you are going to get the usual head rotation as well as the 360. He does have the torso movement, ab crunch, which is really good. Shoulders go up about that much. They also go to 360. He does have the bicep cut as well as the double jointed arm, which works good on both of the arms. So don't worry about that. As soon as you break it in, it's going to be moving really good. He does have the modern day hand articulation that you get on all the elite figures. Waist swivel, legs to the side, really good. Legs forward, also really good. They don't stay in place. They don't like. I mean, they do stay in place. They don't kick back or anything like that. And that was an issue that I was complaining about a lot on the figures. So thank you, Mattel, for making these figures better. They definitely hop on that issue, which is greatly appreciated. He does have the thigh cut on both legs, as well as the double jointed knee. And it is pinless, so it's not going to be the smoothest thing in the world, but I think for being pinless, these knees are relatively smooth. I can definitely work with this in terms of animation. And he does have the shoe cut, excuse me, at the bottom, as well as the new style of ankle pivot that we've been seeing, and the toe articulation, which you don't normally see on Elites. That's really, really cool. It's like Ultimate Edition feet on the Seth Rollins. Overall, I'm impressed with how this figure looks. I'm impressed with how this figure poses. Let's get some accessories on it and take a look at some comparisons. Here is the Elite 117 Seth Rollins standing next to only some of the other Seth Rollins figures that I have in my collection. These are roughly from the past 2 years that they've released these. You have the Top Picks 2023 Elite, you have the Elite 109, You have this custom promo basic actually that's like a regular basic that I put some accessories on, made it a promo attire. And then you do have the WrestleMania 41 Elite Seth Rollins. This new Seth Rollins, I added the World Heavyweight Championship on it. This could very well be my favorite Seth Rollins Elite in my collection. This looks so sick. Poses really, really good. I love the attire a lot. It definitely has a case for being my favorite Seth in my collection. So does this one. So does this one, dude. Seth Rollins figures are just so sick. Keep them coming, Mattel. Please make more Seth Rollins figures. I want to see Raw on Netflix. I want to see Royal Rumble 2025. I want to see Elimination Chamber 2025. Definitely make some more Seth Rollins figures, Mattel, if you are watching. For some non-Seth Rollins figure comparisons, I wanted to get Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker, as well as his WrestleMania 40 opponent, Drew McIntyre, and the man who was on commentary for that match, CM Punk. That has been my review on the Seth Rollins WWE Elite 117 action figure. Man, what a piece this is, man. Like I said, this is probably my favorite Seth Rollins Elite in my collection, and I do have quite a few Seth Rollins figures. This could very well be my favorite, even if he didn't come with the World Heavyweight Championship. This figure is absolutely awesome, and if you are a Seth Rollins fan, I highly recommend this. But I would also greatly appreciate it if you were to smash a like on this video, as well as subscribe to Jed Wrestling and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. But yes, Jed Wrestling out.